Hey guys, Tom here, and welcome back to another episode of The Garage. Here I am in my garage. You know, no one has said this yet to me, but I just feel like I have a lot of fluff in my dialogue, my commentary, whatever you want to call it, where I just say unnecessary stuff. I feel this is why I have scripts for Car Topics Explained, so that I don't ramble or go off topic, hopefully. I could be wrong about that. I could script in a tangent if I wanted to. But today we are talking about the future. And we will be focusing on Lamborghini in particular and how it's giving us a slight insight into the future of the automotive world. The Lamborghini Sian, you know, we're discussing Lamborghini's future with hybrid supercars and the Aventador and Huracan replacements and what to maybe expect. Now that we are in 2020, we are very close to seeing the Aventador V12 hybrid replacement, which is scheduled or estimated scheduled to arrive in 2021 or 2022. There are a few cool things about the Aventador being replaced in the upcoming car. That's a sentence. No more single clutch transmission. Finally. That is long overdue. It will be a Getrag dual clutch. It has been there have been lots of rumors about the replacement cars because they're hybrids, and so everyone's saying they could be making a combined horsepower between electric and gas of over 1,100 horsepower, and you just kind of go, that's cool and probably possible, but Lamborghini isn't going to do that. I mean, the Lamborghini Sian, a V12 hybrid, makes 774. Not 1,200. So all of those speculations of the Aventador V12 making 1,170, I think it was 172, they basically said the V12 would make 770, like the SVJ, plus 402 horsepower from an electric motor. It sounded cool at the time, but then you just kind of go, well, that's ridiculous, actually. The Huracan V10 hybrid replacement is scheduled to arrive sometime in 2024 or 2025, which is a problem for R34 fans because, well, if you like R34s but you also like Huracans and V10s and all that, well, now you got to choose between a hybrid V10 or an R34 GTR because the R34s come to the US, they return in 2024. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about Lamborghini. So, 650 horsepower V10, 10 more than the Perfo Monte, and the speculation is that it would have a 335 horsepower electric motor attached to it, making a grand total of 985. Now, we haven't seen any concept cars or prototypes with the V10 and a electric motor attached to it, but I'm just going to say right now that's probably not going to be the case because that is more hybrid horsepower than the McLaren P1. That's McLaren P1 GTR borderline stuff. And the main reason why they are going hybrid, now a lot of you love forced induction, but the main reason why they are going hybrid is because one of the big appeals of Lamborghini is that you can get these big V10s and V12s and they're naturally aspirated. And that's special to some people, purists, enthusiasts. There's value placed on that. Some people are like, well, that's stupid. They should just twin turbo the cars and make them more efficient. And all I have to say to that is take it to underground racing. Easy. Easy. Not cheap, but easy. And I did recently hear, well, not super recently, but more recently than this information was documented, some people were saying they might stop using V12s and V10s and go with V8s. And I hope not, because that's when hell freezes over. Because that is the staple of Lamborghini. V10s and V12s. That would be a tragedy. So, the Lamborghini Sian. I really want to call it the Cyan, but I'm fairly certain it is the Lamborghini Sian. It is powered by the same 6.5-liter L539 V12 as the Aventador. The V12 generates 774 horsepower, and the electric motor generates 34. And so, as I said before, everyone really overestimated how a V12 hybrid would work for Lamborghini because this basically generates a combined horsepower of 804, not 1,100. I think earlier I said 770, and I apologize for that. That is incorrect. But the Aventador replacement would be making maybe a little over 804 at the most. And this is still cool. This is still cool because one of the main reasons why I like the McLaren P1 is because of their torque filling technique, where they would use the electric motor to fill in the gaps when the internal combustion engine isn't working at its best. If Lamborghini was to do that, even with the extra 34 horsepower, it could make gear changes better, it could have it accelerate a little faster, it would improve the torque curve and make it feel like it just revs out forever, like an electric car. I think that would be good for the rate of acceleration. I don't know what their priority is going to be with the new V12, if they do a V12. Whether they're going to focus on top speed, acceleration, or all that. Because when they came out with the Aventador, I don't know if you guys remember, the Aventador's new top priority was handling, and then it was like acceleration, and then it was top speed, and it still turned out to be outrageously fast. So bring it on, Lamborghini. Do your best. Do your best, do your worst. We'll enjoy it either way. Some cool facts about this car in particular. Supercapacitors are used instead of lithium-ion batteries because they can store 3 times the power of a lithium-ion battery of the same capacity. It has a regenerative braking system which helps with recharging the supercapacitors. 2.8 seconds 0 to 60, 217 mile-an-hour top speed, and only 63 Scions will be made, and all have already been sold. And I said this before, when it comes to hypercars and supercars, special editions, they get sold before they've even left the showroom or even been made. That's just how it is. But good luck getting one of these secondhand, because the base price of one of these from the factory is $3.76 million. Is it worth it? I mean, it looks like the Batmobile, so it might be. But that is the future with Lamborghini, featuring Lamborghini, specifically the Lamborghini Scion. It's an interesting look into the future because a lot of car manufacturers are going to have to go this route or just sell their souls to the devil and go electric. And, well, I'm not a 100% naysayer of electric cars, but I will definitely be sad when car manufacturers simply aren't able to make gas-powered cars. Because the regulations now are already choking them as we speak right now. Thankfully, I'm in the US, where people love guns and gas-powered cars and pickup trucks that billow out black smoke when you touch the accelerator. So I get to enjoy this probably a little more than most countries, but it is definitely leaving. It is definitely going away. I don't know how long we have, how many decades or a century, depending on where we are, but this is a transition. A lot of cars are going hybrid for a reason. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of The Garage. Let me know what you guys think of the Lamborghini Scion and the whole idea of getting hybrid Lamborghini replacements. I've talked about this before in Car Topics Explained, but no one really watched that video, sad face. So today we are revisiting Lamborghini and their whole hybrid future. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's worth discussing because it is definitely very important. If an automotive manufacturer such as Lamborghini is saying, we're going to be making hybrid cars from now on, or we're not even going to be making the big V12s and V10s potentially, that's significant. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of The Garage. Hope to see you all in the next video, next episode, or older videos. You don't have to watch these in order. Take it easy, keep it crazy. I'm Tom, the Racing Joker, signing out. Peace.